Hi lovely humans. Let's talk about routines, lack of or want for, or anything about routines, and why they can feel so hard when you're ADHD. Because on one hand, you might really desperately, I'm talking about myself, want a routine. Something structured, predictable, and oh so grounding. You imagine having a flow to your day, knowing what you're doing, feeling a bit more in control, living that perfectly aesthetic lifestyle in that perfectly aesthetic house. But that ideal can feel really comforting. But actually, sticking to a routine, that's when shit becomes complicated, because part of you might need structure, but part of you, another part, way deep down, the ADHD part, that really resists it. Your energy changes, your focus shifts, and some days things feel manageable, but some days you just can't cope with them. Even simple things feel like they're way too much. So the routine you planned, that perfect routine, out the window after a day, maybe two if you're lucky, sometimes even an hour, doesn't even match the reality of how you feel. But then it can start to feel like you're failing, and then you stop beating yourself up. Like, why can't I just stick to this? Other people seem to manage it. What the bloody hell's wrong with me? But the problem isn't that you can't do routines. That's not the problem. See, your brain doesn't work well with rigid routines. AuDHD often means needing both. You need structure because of the autism and flexibility because of that little sucker or the ADHD at the same time, which feels like a major contradiction. But it just means your routine might need to look a little different from your next door neighbours. Less strict, less or nothing, and less black and white. And if you've got autistic tendencies, it's hard not to see things in black and white, because forcing yourself into a routine that doesn't fit your capacity is going to feel exhausting. In no way, shape or form is it going to be helpful. So if routines have felt hard for you, it doesn't mean you're incapable of carrying out any routine ever. It might just mean the structure you've been trying to follow is way too rigid and it wasn't built for the way your brain works. And that's definitely not your fault. You're allowed to find a rhythm that works for you, and believe me, you will. You just have to learn new strategies and unlearn the old ones that didn't work. Even if your routine doesn't look like everyone else's, it's still a routine. And I'm really glad you're here.